I'd like to demonstrate for you a method of making a body that's applicable to soft hackles and nymphs primarily, but you can use it on streamers or woolly buggers or dry flies, whatever you like. But what I've done here is I've used a strand of floss, a strand of pearlescent mylar, and some dubbing, twisting them together to achieve a very, very durable body with a little bit of flash. The way that I'm going to demonstrate an actual body for you is similar to this one. This happens to be 2 strands of rayon floss and a single strand of pearlescent mylar, and then I've tapered the underbody with thread, just fly tying thread. Let me demonstrate for you how this body is created. The way this body is accomplished, you take 2 strands of pearlescent mylar, in this particular case, a strand of pearlescent mylar, a single strand, and 2 strands of floss, and I've twisted them together. I'm going to twist them even further together in a counterclockwise direction. And the reason I'm doing it in a counterclockwise direction like this is because I don't want those winds that are going to be deeply twisted to migrate toward the eye. Remember that every time you take a revolution around the shank of the hook in the conventional direction with a right-hand fly tyer, you're putting a clockwise, that direction twist into, this case, the thread, or here, into this single strand of pearlescent mylar and the 2 strands of the rayon floss. So if I twist it a great degree in a clockwise direction, it's going to want to migrate toward the eye. I want the winds to migrate back against themselves instead of just winding in a rib forward. So now that I've twisted it very tightly, I'll begin my wraps over the top. Now, the material is so twisted that this first wrap is going to want to jump back toward the bend. So I'll put a fingernail right there to keep it from jumping back. Now I've got a little bit better control of it, and I can wind it right on forward. To keep this, in fact, you can see it even jump further there. To keep this bobbin holder from bouncing up and down, I'll just kind of bring it up to the top like that. You can see the winds are going back adjacent one another. We'll just continue to wrap. Now we've gotten to the eye, and what we're going to do, have a couple of slipped wraps right there. I want to tighten those up just a little bit. Okay. Now, we're at the eye, and I put a single wind of thread as a foundation wind, and I'm going to secure this material off. But what I'm going to do first of all is wind one wrap right here. I'm going to let it go. It's going to untwist on itself. I'll come back off of that, then I'll come back over it again, and then one more wind going toward the eye. What I've done is I've now flattened this once twisted round cord into 3 individual flat strands. It makes it much more secure. I wound over the flat thread with 2 winds. I'll come in with my scissors, cut that off, and now I'm ready to put in my hackle or whatever I want, my wing and hackle, to finish the fly.